How you doing, internet friend? This is Magic Brad with the Magic Brad Show here at the World Nerve Center headquarters of the Magic Lounge. I'm not telling where it is. It's an undisclosed location because I don't know what's going on with all the craziness in the world, so I'm hiding. Where is Eric hiding? Okay, enough of that craziness. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. That would be much appreciated. And if you get a chance to ring that little bell and you get the notifications from me and give this video a thumbs up, that's much appreciated. Thumbs up. That's the way it works. So I've got my friend Bo on here. He's hiding in the green room. I hope he doesn't come out with them all full of M&Ms or anything. But today we're going to be talking about gratitude again. And that's an important thing this time of the year and this time of the season when people are locked down. They might not have seen anybody for a while, and you forget, you're doing your own thing and you forget about all those people. I've got some friends down in Austin. I should give them a call and just say hello because I haven't talked to them for a while. And sometimes that's just a rewarding thing, just to say hello. So let's bring Bo on here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our friend Bo. There he is.
Hey, there you go. Swap.
Good morning, Mr. Bo. How are you today?
I am fantastic. As
you
usual.
Always are. You got a good attitude.
I have a decent attitude. I don't have a lot of bad days. I generally see the silver lining about everything, but I'm also human, and
it is kind of weird. I mean, the whole. I mean, this is what we're going to talk about again today is gratitude and appreciation and how people gotta show that once in a while. And you know how you're supposed to do your little gratitude affirmations in the morning or
yes.
What are you grateful for? And sometimes you think like, I don't know, I can't think of nothing, but I'm grateful for oxygen.
Yeah.
If you can't have any oxygen, you can't last very long. I'm kind of just grateful that I'm alive. I got really good health for a 63-year-old guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you take care of yourself, right? You get out and move a little bit. You drink plenty of coffee, which is important, right?
Well, I'm more of a moderation kind of person. I don't run or anything like that. I work out like once a week, and but I take the stairs when I can, and I've got little tricks that I do, like with a martial arts background, the knees go bad. Okay. And what I do is when I shave in the shower in the morning, I got a mirror and I lower it down to chest level. So I have to do a squat every time I shave my face.
Oh, that's aggressive.
That keeps my knees kind of strong. So I'm doing like a minute or 2 minute squat every morning.
That's aggressive. I've never done that. Maybe I should.
Like that. I don't know how. It's not aggressive, actually. It's actually pretty passive. It's just
not aggressive.
And your knees a little bit. Yeah. What's more aggressive when I'm walking up the 3 flights of stairs, when I walk the dog, I try and do 3 steps at a time.
Yeah.
That's aggressive.
Well, next time we do the 50-mile walk, you can join us, okay?
I saw you did that. That's aggressive, and I will. I'll be a spectator.
Okay, that's fair. Cheer me on, I guess.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I'm more of a moderation kind of guy. I don't get really into stuff, and I try and eat fairly healthy once in a while.
Sure.
McDonald's and French fries and a ice cream cone once in a while. But
I haven't eaten McDonald's in years. So that's one thing.
I rarely do. There's a friend of mine that he goes there to office, basically. He just goes in there and uses their Wi-Fi and stuff. And so sometimes I'll go in there and grab a ice cream cone or something.
I'll take it back. Their coffee is actually pretty decent. So I have gone through drive-through for that. And it's $1. So
that's what I hear. But my wife is a Caribou fan.
Okay.
We do the Caribou Obsidian. She likes that deep stuff.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about today? We're
talking about gratitude and different ways that it can be done. I mean, like I was just like in the introduction I mentioned, there's this friend of mine that I did an infomercial project with him out in Studio City, California.
Okay.
And he's since moved to Austin, but I haven't talked to him for a while. And once in a while we get an email. And me as the show host on this video thing, he used to be a show host and do like the George Foreman grill and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he used to do the Ginsu knives and all that stuff. And he did TV magic cards at the Minnesota State Fair and all that stuff. So he's a show host. So I thought I got to connect with him because I'm kind of following his footsteps and stuff. And
that's cool.
I got to do something just to reconnect. And I think that's important.
Yeah, I agree. I love the reconnection. Matter of fact, last night I had a old friend that I have stayed in contact with via social media. over the last decade plus. Used to be in the same company. And he had just reached out randomly last night with a question. And I said, before I started using my little fingers to type back, I was like, can we chat? We haven't talked in a while. And it's interesting because we ended up talking a little bit about gratitude and business and lots of different things. And I had forgot that years ago, I had sent him a card because this guy kind of models that whole be a good dad. He does it really well. And a business owner, lots of different things that he does really well. And I had taken the time to send him a card and highlighted him and what he does in the world. And he brought it up. And he's like, I still have that card. That when he received it, he had gone on like social media and said, I don't care if you live in the state of Minnesota, you should be doing business with this guy. And all it was is because of a card. It's just kind of amazing when you recognize people for what they're doing in the world. It makes a difference. So,
well, that's what I wanted to bring up too, because we're promoting that. Let me throw this thing up there. BannerSeason.com/MagicBrad. That's my page for this platform.
Yeah.
You introduced it to me, and I'm loving it because back when I was doing magic full time, I did a lot of postcards.
Right.
And the reason I liked it, postcards particularly, rather than an envelope. I mean, the Banner Season platform does a lot of different things, even like physical products. Like you sent me this cool little briefcase with my logo on it.
I love those briefcases.
And you want to see a magic someday, but I haven't figured it out yet. I'll figure something out someday.
Okay.
But I used to do a lot of postcards, and the reason I like postcards is you don't have to stuff them. You don't have to. They're visible there. So when it goes in the box, the postman sees it when he picks it up.
Sure.
The postal workers see it when they're doing their thing. It might get thrown on the secretary's desk. She sees it. And even if the person that got it throws it in the garbage man might see it. So postcards are really cool. And I've got one that I'm working on that has a little puzzle on it.
Okay.
So my little caption is, are you puzzled about this, that, and the other thing? And for the solution, call me. And then I'll give you the solution to this little puzzle if you can't figure it out.
That is clever.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's a little thing. They got to cut it in 3 pieces and try and put the rider on the horse. I should send you one.
Would you send this postcard to me so I can try this out? I'm very curious.
I will. It's very easy to do. In fact, I'm going to try out our little system. I'm really liking that address book thing.
Yeah.
Where there's 2 different things. You can send someone a link and they fill it out.
Right.
Or you can just look them up. So I bet if I look up Bo Young or William Young.
Yeah.
Is it Hutchinson?
Yeah. You'd find me.
I bet I'll find it. And I can do it that way, or I can send it to your office.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I love the link request because you can set some things in motion, right? Where when it's completed, now maybe they're in their birthday group, or something automatically goes to them upon completion. I love that functionality within the system. So
the automated campaign stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
Very, very cool.
Yeah,
it's the system is a lot more powerful than I initially thought when I was looking at it, because I'm into that kind of stuff of automating a lot of things. So you don't have to, constantly work.
Right. Right. Yeah, you let the system do the work for you, right, and make you look good. One thing I wanted to share, I think we talked weeks past about, where can you send things or who can use this system. And I'll give you a quick example. We had, maybe I talked about it a little bit last week. Anyways, we have a client that moved abroad and is going to go teach in Spain for a year. And so we took that opportunity to take a picture that she had shared on her blog when she arrived, made a card with that photo on the front, and the journey begins, and put a nice message on the inside of the card.
Cool.
And then we added a mug, and the mug is in the system. It says "You make a difference," and it put her name on there, and we had it delivered. Now, by the way, if you've never sent something to Spain and you've never had to type in a degree symbol because that's part of the address, it is quite a process. So we figured it out and successfully mailed it. And on Friday it arrived. And it arrived and was opened. And I think if it would have had an unboxing video, you would have seen plenty of tears.
Okay.
And we actually got a call on Monday from family just really saying, I can't thank you enough for doing that. It was such a nice thought. we love doing that. Like Monday was kind of a rougher day for us. And interesting enough, I talked to people in our community, and Monday was a harder day. I don't know why, but ours was more challenging than usual. But that was the highlight of our entire day, is knowing that we received correspondence, an email, and a call that made someone's day. Totally lifted us up.
It makes it kind of fun because you can get creative with all the little, I mean, they used to call them trinkets and stuff,
Yes.
but there's a lot of different things, like that little briefcase thing. And you sent me this, you sent me 4 of these little coasters for my coffee cups.
Right.
And there's golf balls. There's a lot of little things you can put in there. And, you know, on social media, you send these GIFs and memes and all that stuff. Those are kind of cool, but these are neat because they're physically there for a while. They're there.
You can hold on. I have my briefcase on my desk, right? And people ask, like, well, that's kind of a clever little card holder, you know? I mean, it's a conversation piece, if nothing else. So yeah, absolutely.
And again, when I was thinking about, you know, for our gratitude show here, I was thinking about that this morning. People really, really need that right now. I mean, you know, this time of year is tough for a lot of people anyways, because, you know, they got family and stuff and memories come up, you know, maybe they got a loved one that passed or whatever.
Right.
And they're locked down in their house, so they're lonely.
Yep.
And then there's the political tension that's going on because of the election coming up.
Yeah.
And then there's the racial tension because of the stuff that happened with George Floyd and everything.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff going on. And somebody needs that, hey, you know, I really appreciate you for doing business with me because that's what feeds my family. That kind of thing. It's really, really important right now.
You're absolutely correct. Yeah, I think the holidays are always a you know, prime time to make sure you reach out and say hi and connect and do whatever you do. But this year, like no other. And you know, you've sent some things. I know that anytime somebody receives something from myself or our team, it is literally always the right time. We hear it over and over. Like, you just don't even know the day I was having, and you completely pulled me out of a funk, you know, by sending me this. And I opened this wonderful package that just made me smile. It is so incredibly powerful. And, you know, I think we're both talking to business owners and sales reps and all that right now. They're like, what am I going to do for kind of a holiday appreciation? I can't have my holiday party or whatever, my open house. I can't do that. What am I going to do? And some have had the best year of their career and maybe have the money they want to reinvest in the people that have helped them be successful. So I've helped many just in the last couple of weeks get started, get a program put together so that they can send, whether it be Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, already get those things in motion, or the 2021. I mean, a Happy New Year is going to be like no other Happy New Year we've had. We can't wait to get there, right? To 2021. So let's celebrate it. And one of the questions I've asked is it worth 1% of your income to send out and say thank you to the people that helped build that? That's not a lot of money, but do
that kind of thing with, you know, everybody's on, what do they call it, furlough or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then even past employees that you had to let go,
right?
They were probably looking, you know, a year or two ago, they were looking forward to the holiday party that comes up and everybody has a good old time. I'm going to put my little thingy back up there.
Yeah, get it up there.
That dealie there. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but this system has the print merge factor in it. Right. So you can literally, if you got 150 or 500 or 1,000 employees, you can send them all something and print merge their name into it. So they're getting a personalized thank you for working with us kind of thing.
Yeah. And you don't have to get any paper cuts because you don't actually physically print stuff that the envelope, you don't do any of that. But it sure looks like you did. I had somebody last week ask me if I had like some card printing software or something, like, because it comes from my address, right? When I send something, like, I don't know how you do what you do, but it's really pretty neat, you know? And I'm like, no, I didn't print that. I don't waste time.
Like,
you know?
When you sent me this thing, you could have put like property of Brad on there or something, right?
Yes.
And then if Tammy gets it, it'd be property of Tammy.
That's exactly
it. You sent me this card that said, think outside of the box, and there it just merged my name in there.
Yeah.
Now it feels personal. It's possible you sent out 1,000 of these and everybody said, you know, Tammy and Brad and Joe and Fred.
Right.
But it feels personal.
It does. Yeah, it's better than just the stock kind of generic card without the personalization. I completely agree.
And how did you do this? Because it says Brad on there, and then it says Magic Brad on here.
Oh, yeah, I just changed it. You can have it set either way. If I have you in a nickname, I can put that as a nickname field so that it prints that way.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. You're more Magic Brad than Brad. I mean, let's face it.
That's my brand.
Yeah. By the way, I saw a little magic you shared not that long ago. You did it. I don't know if that was Instagram or what, but you did a little card trick.
Oh,
I can't figure you out.
It was TikTok that went to Instagram, which then goes to Facebook.
Yeah. You're the most social savvy guy I think I know with all your platforms. It's pretty impressive.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that because you're doing this stuff, and I mean, you can rant a little bit and talk about this shadow banning because that's a real thing where people don't see stuff. So it's nice to know that you actually saw it because I put stuff out there and go, hey, I got 2 views.
Right.
One was you and somebody you know. It's a human. Right. I like that.
I was waiting to see. I mean, I wanted you to teach me how that card trick happened, but I know magicians have to keep it secret. I get it.
We do. That's a whole nother topic that I could go into because of social media.
Right.
People are teaching stuff and they justify it by saying, how would you learn if you didn't learn from someone else? Well, there's a secret society. You learn from, internship and mentorship.
Right.
You don't just put it out publicly on YouTube that goes out to everybody in the world.
Right.
But they do, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, they've managed to monetize some of it, right? There is that.
Some, but they really monetize it to their ego.
Yeah. Right. Now, I see your little thing at the bottom, the Magic Brad Show, Let's Connect, right? What kind of guests are you looking for? I mean, I'd love to bring somebody on with us or introduce somebody to you so you can give a chance to. But what are you looking for?
Well, it's kind of for anybody, but I'm trying to hone in on people that are either in real estate or in home improvement. My background's in the event planning industry. And I kind of moved away from that for now until something opens up with the COVID thing.
Sure.
But home improvement contractors and stuff, people are locked in their home and they're looking around going, oh my God, we got to fix that sheetrock up there that's broken. We got to get that fixed.
Right.
So home improvement professionals and real estate agents, because real estate is sort of a commodity, kind of like insurance.
Sure.
There's insurance, everybody knows what it is. And then you've got, what's your agency?
I'm with American Family Insurance. Yep.
So there's a lot of American Family Insurance.
There is, yeah.
But there's only one Bo.
Well,
and that's why they buy from Bo.
Unfortunately, yeah.
We
don't need 2 of me.
Thing. Huh?
Yeah. So we don't need 2 of me. But you're right.
Gemini.
So, I mean, that's fantastic. You give people an opportunity to come on your show and, promote themselves a little bit, right? That's fantastic. So we'll try to send some your way.
And I've taken it one step further. Because what I'm doing is I'm doing these as an infomercial interview.
Okay.
And then I'm using this BannerSeason system to direct mail postcards to people that are homeowners.
I see. Okay.
And then I invite them to come to either the live or a different link to see the recording of it.
So you're helping those guests perhaps build their business.
Exactly.
Beyond just the presence of being on the internet.
Correct.
I love it.
And it's done strategically. We got the snow flying now, but a little bit earlier, there was the gutter cleaning thing.
Right.
So there's where you target people. And then the postcard that would go out and would say, do you know how much damage that the, clogged gutters can do to your, water damage to your house?
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. So you can pay $1,000 to have your gutters cleaned, or you can pay $10,000 to have a new roof put on.
Right. Yeah. All right.
So then when spring comes along, I'll be looking for people like landscapers or maybe window replacement or things of that sort. So I do it strategically rather than just kind of blast it out.
Another value add to being on the show, right? Besides the fact they get to spend 20, 30 minutes with you, which is always a joy, you're helping target the clients for them.
You're stroking me because you want me to send you some brownies or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's good. I mean, you know what? People should be grateful for what you provide. You're not charging them to be on the show. At least you haven't charged me yet. And I appreciate the opportunity to just sit and chat. And
I do have paid things for that. But see, the way that this works is because you're on the show, give me somebody to talk to rather than just trying to figure out what am I going to say. And then it goes on to YouTube and then it gets seen on there. And then we collaboratively promote that. So it gets more rankings and more gets out there. And then if you want to go take it further, you can do the postcard mailing or something like that, or do some some online advertising with Google or Pinterest or Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different things you can do to get more eyeballs. And what a lot of people don't realize in this internet thing is just because the person doesn't have that many subscribers on a Twitter feed doesn't mean that that video isn't being seen somewhere else.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it also doesn't mean that the people that are seeing it aren't high quality people that have a checkbook ready to write you a check for 20 grand for doing their windows.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. I'm in several different groups on like Facebook, for example, and you could be misled when you look and say, oh, there's only 2 people watching this with me right now. Well, they're broadcasting that perhaps to 5 different groups, plus their personal page, plus all these other spots. And ultimately the amount of views is pretty astronomical, but it didn't feel that way. Right. And so, yeah.
Well, the views is good for branding, but if you want sales, I don't care how many. I want the one that has a checkbook or
right.
credit card.
Absolutely.
A qualified person that can actually do something.
Right.
Anyways, that's the business kind of thing. And then once you get that person, you got to show the gratitude to keep that person coming back again, because in all of our businesses, you're a commodity, and you can either buy windows from this guy or you can buy them from that guy. You can buy insurance from this guy or buy it from that guy. So you got to show that appreciation. Yep. Otherwise, they move on.
You nailed it. You're absolutely right.
There's not much loyalty in the world these days. I mean, the younger generation, I've said it before, that they are basically saying, don't call me, don't email me, don't fax me, don't mail me anything, don't come to my door, don't make a phone call. If I want something, I'll come to you.
Yeah.
That's kind of the new thing.
Yeah. So, but that means you have to be in front of them. They have to see you. I think the younger generation has, there's some patience there. They'll watch you for a while. They'll see, like where your social stance is, what do you support? What do you not support? And then if they like that, they're willing to start the conversation with you. And that is, I would say that's a positive thing. But yet you still hope that there's some loyalty there, right?
The other thing about these cards and packages is the delivery rate and the open rate is 100% on a package.
It is. The
open rate on email is like what? 3 or 5%?
Yeah, I mean, it's under 10, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, it's not much. And even if they open it, do they see it again? Do they remember where they put it?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, there's still a place in the world for direct mail. There's people that have, think that it's archaic or it's lost its touch. Nope. There's still a place.
As long as we're physical beings, there's going to be a place for physical communication.
Wow. Now there's wisdom right there.
Well, there's the digital world, the fluffy, who knows what it is, and then there's the tactile world,
But it's true. You're right.
As above, so below,
We are physical beings. And there's something about getting that, postcard or a card where it's like, okay, I saw it. It caught my eye. I'm going to look at that later. And you set it to the side. Maybe you put it on the fridge. It's like, I'm going to deal with that. You don't generally go back to that email. You've just moved on, right?
Even if you do, you can't find it all the time.
Right. And like I said, I receive texts and messages. And then if I don't make sure I make a point to go back into it, it's gone. Life's too busy. So yeah. Right on.
Well, cool. Speaking of busy, why don't we close this off and let people do their thing?
Right on.
If you want to know, that's right. There it is. Banner season.
Yeah, check it out. By the way, thank you for the M&Ms in the green room. They were peanut butter this time, and I really enjoy those. So thank you.
Well, they're virtual. You took the wrong pill when you were in the Matrix, dude.
Right on.
Okay, I'm going to put you in the green room, and then let's have a chat after this.
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir. Peace.
Thank you.
Well, that was our friend Bo Young, and he did send me this cool little briefcase thing, and someday this holds a... Let me open it up for you and show you. It's kind of cool. It's got a little place for business cards in here. And I think a playing card will fit in there perfectly. So I'm going to come up with some kind of cool magic trick I can do for him someday. Someday over the rainbow. So I appreciate you, by the way. Don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you can't find it, you can find it at magicbrad.com. And give me a thumbs up. Ring that little bell. And enjoy the rest of your day. Be well. Peace. Thank you.